The following content is for adult audiences. The best of the Morning X 99X.
So we're going to talk these inventors of the Brazilian wax?
Well, so here's the deal. Yesterday we were talking about Brazilian waxes because a caller during Dumb Question Amnesty had asked, what the heck's a Brazilian wax? And now I was told that a Brazilian wax was just like complete shave tail.
Well, first,
right?
the one girl that called said it was just bald eagle.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But you're saying it's more than that?
No, well, I don't think it can be more than that. But then other people called up and said, no, it's actually the landing strip. And so there was some confusion. So I figured, well, let's go to the source. Now, we're going to go to New York City. Is it Janice? Jonice Padilla.
Yeah, Jonice Padilla.
Jonice Padilla. And Jonice and her 6 sisters came to this country from what city?
From Vitória, Brazil.
And you moved to New York in what year?
22 years ago.
And you guys claim to be the inventors, or at least you introduced Brazilian waxing to the United States.
It's a great thing that everybody's doing. We always work in a salon in Brazil. We always did everything in the salon. So when we came in, we wanted to introduce something more kind of for society, for the grand society. So the name came out in a version of introducing something that everybody was doing in Brazil. So we had to create a name. Creating a name was Brazilian wax.
But nobody was doing it here before you got here.
And telling the truth, a lot of people did it, but I don't like to be prejudiced about it, and saying a society wouldn't go in and say, I want to Playboy wax or whatever.
You named it the Brazilian wax as we know it.
Yeah. And then that's how we started, and about 10 years ago, introducing for the grand society and naming everything. Actually, we have the Brazilian manicure. So it's a kind of a culture. Brazil is summer year long, so we need more hair removal. But it's no strip, it's no triangle, it's nothing like that. It's whatever the client wants.
Well, if I could think of one place on this earth that I am dying to go to without my wife, it is Brazil.
Well, define the Brazilian wax then.
Yes.
Yeah, what does it mean?
What it means, Brazilian bikini wax, it's about hair removal. It's about as much hair removal as you want. You can want a strip or a triangle. It's up to you. It's up to the client or the professional.
It's just the method she's talking about.
So how is the method? Because women have always waxed, haven't they?
We go a little farther.
What do you mean?
It's not practically naked. I'm going to be sincere with you. It's a lot of people that wanted to have it done, and they never, have the courage to go to a salon and say, I want it this way.
Well, how does it different than the conventional, bikini
it's
wax?
It's kind of your whole butt is wax.
Your butt. I know, that's all right. That's what we got to know.
So you go all the way around the bottom
the whole thing
circle.
Waxed.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's like from the lips down, it's all wax. When you're getting up, when you're standing up, it's actually you can have a triangle, you can have a heart, you can have anything you want.
Now, what's the difference between a Brazilian wax job and a regular wax job?
That's what I'm asking.
We remove more hair, my love.
My love.
They remove more. So you go from the North Pole.
I wish you were here to have it.
You go North Pole to the South Pole. Everything else is cleared out.
Yeah.
Do people really get their butt waxed?
Listen, working at a salon the way I've done all my life, you see things that you never thought you could exist.
Really? Now, how do you do that?
You can either way turn, up, like backside, or the professional prefer the person put her legs up and wax the whole thing, and that's it.
So I might understand that, let's say a woman would be sitting there, let's say she's laying on her stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would be dripping hot wax into her
butt.
Okay.
Yeah. And then how long does it have to sit before you rip it?
It takes about 20 minutes, the whole process.
So how long are they sitting there with hot wax on them? How long does it take to harden?
It's like with a strip of muslin. First you apply the wax and then go with the muslin, but first you have to put lots of powder to protect the skin.
Uh-huh.
And I think they like it.
Now, does it hurt in the in the more sensitive areas? Does it hurt? Because I've never had this done before.
that's why, my sisters and I, we also have nieces that work with us. They really have to understand about the hair, the way the hair grows, grows in different directions. So for that, you have to know how to pull the hair, not to break the hair and hurts more. So it's not like, I'm going to do your guys' work because I think I can do it. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to be a professional for that.
Right. Now, which part of the Brazilian wax, like what area on your body, because we're talking about from, the butt.
From the trim to the rim.
From the trim to the rim.
Thanks, Crash.
Very well put.
All right.
Which part hurts the most? Would it be like the actual butt hole, or would it be the area between, would it be the perineum?
No, telling the truth, the area where, the lips, and that hurts the most.
The area around the
lips.
Now, so if you do constantly, doesn't hurt as much as the first time.
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the Best of the Morning X99X.
No Contest Wrestling. O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson with the biggest names in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, X-Pac.
Getting suspended in school, that's the number one thing people, when they meet me, they tell me.
I got detention.
Yeah, everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan.
I couldn't believe that was my time. I was so grateful.
Talking about living dreams. No pun intended, TJ. Relax.
I rarely do these anymore, but I was really looking forward to this.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.